This video is entitled, Don't Lose Yourself to Your External Environment. A while back I did a video about the importance of centering within yourself. This has been a very important lesson and an important theme for probably the last few months of my life. In a different way than I understood before. I learned that when I really, it's an embodied practice. You have to come back to your body. You have to center into your body. There are many things that can distract us, that can stress us out, that can bring us to a state of chaos. And the importance within this practice is coming back to your heart. It's coming back to a space where your being and your personage and your experience and intention is very clear. The way that I like to connect to this is like connecting to what brings me joy. When you can come back to what brings you joy, things become very clear. And you also find within that, you find a space that makes complete sense. Everything makes sense in that space. You know, it's the chaos and confusion and frustrations of the world that bring us to a state where we are confused. where we are lost. Where we are disassociated and de-identified. Come back to your heart. The very things that bring you joy, the very things that you come to, and from there you exude joy, that is why you're here. That is why you are here. It's the joy. You gotta tap into that joy. So yeah. The thing I see, and this goes hand in hand with like people pleasing. The thing I see is that when people become consumed in the external world, this stressor and that stressor and this person and that person and what this person expects of me and what that person expects of me, these people end up losing themselves. When we scatter our own willpower and thoughts and opinions to the thoughts of every other entity outside of ourselves, we become a lifeless, soulless body. I'm not saying it can't be redeemed. I'm not saying it can't be redeemed. But it's a really sad thing. It is a really sad thing that's happening. Because these people are also the people that are creating a lot of turmoil in the collective realities. And it's all because these people are not connected to who they are. They're not connected to their joy. They don't even deem that as something that's valuable within them, within their own heart to like cling to. I say cling, but don't cling too hard. Just be and just be joyful. Just find your joy. Create your joy. Don't cling. If you start clinging, you're going to be unhappy. The moment you start clinging to joy is the moment you lose your joy. So, don't lose yourself to your external environment. Don't lose your joy and your essence to the stressors of the external world. And that includes people. That includes people that are close to you. And I would really, really recommend to you, if you are in an immediate circumstance where you are constantly bombarded by people who do not bring you joy, I would encourage you to reflect on that and very potentially to take action in regards to that. Do not lose your joy. Do not lose yourself. Do not. And I think a lot of people too, I'm going to say this, I'm going to speak these things, and I think a lot of us are we're in the process of reclaiming our joy. I know for me, for a second, I became very skeptical of joy. Like, I feel like I'm a joyful person, but after a lot of years of just trauma and really sadness and just anger, all this stuff, I became skeptical about joy. I became just like, it just didn't exist anymore. It was not a valid, real thing anymore. It was just like, joy. No, but now I'm reconnecting to that. I'm reconnecting to that joy. And I find within that, it allows one's purpose to become clear. In a world where we're like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? Tap into your joy. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. So, yeah. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. And embrace who you are. Embrace your callings. Enjoy them. Be happy that you get to be who you are in this unique body, circumstance, and remember also that your life's experience is what is gold it's what makes you golden. Even if your experience has been very hard, very difficult, very challenging, very heartbreaking, very dark, it's okay. That's where the value is found, truly. Especially when you can transmute that, when you can alchemize that and take your most dark, terrible experiences and create beauty out of them. And also to reframe them within your own being. To be able to reframe them and see, oh, I see there's more to that. There's more to that than like just the pain of it. There's more to it. Allow those things to teach you compassion. Allow those things to teach you strength. Allow those things to teach you perspective, and perhaps that life is messy, but it's also beautiful. And remember that power is within your hands. Seriously. You can transmute that shit. You can alchemize that shit. You can create beauty from what was broken. So, don't lose yourself, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.